This side was an ice house. This little, where you see this one window.
Right.
And the other, all of the rest, was a barn. And it was called the Srail Club.
Uh-huh.
Now you figure Srail backwards. It's called Liars. And we all used to gather there, play cribbage, and tell fish stories. But lies, all of them.
My grandfather, Lee Parsons Davis, lived in Sconset. He was a New York State Supreme Court judge, and he loved everybody. He decided in 1930 that he would start a club called the Srail Club. And if you spell Srail the other way around, it spells liars. And that's basically what it was. They told terrible tall tales. They had meetings once a week, and they told stories. It was for summer men and year-round men to be together so that there wouldn't be any feuding or fussing. Everybody would be equal. And they were. First of all, it had a sign that was embedded in the fireplace of the ice house, and the motto was easy to hurt, hard to heal. They had a mascot, which was a nearsighted bluefish. And the reason that was the mascot was every year when Grandpa would arrive, they'd all go out fishing. And they caught this bluefish every single year. And finally they got so tired of it, they said to the bluefish, "What can we do to not catch you?" And the bluefish said, "Bring me a pair of glasses." The next year, my grandfather brought him a pair of glasses. And they caught him, and he gave him the glasses. And you know what? They never saw him again. So I guess the glasses worked. There was one man that I remember being told about who always fell asleep at the meetings. My grandfather would sit up in this great chair, and all these men would sit in these ratty old chairs in front of him. And this one man fell asleep in every meeting, and Grandpa said to Harry Gordon, who was a native, and he was quite an inventor, "Harry, you've got to make something to keep this man awake." Harry said, "Yes, Judge, I will. Well, the next meeting, Harry had rigged up this thing that was on the chair where this man always sat, and Harry sat back behind him. And the man started to fall asleep, and Harry just pushed a button, and the man woke up, and he did this about 4 times, and from that day to when the club closed, the man never fell asleep again. No women were allowed. I never was in the Srail Club when a meeting was going on. They did have a mascot, and the mascot was Esther Swain. And I don't think she was ever in the meetings. She was just supposedly the mascot. We used to look in the windows, but we couldn't tell what was going on. They used to, when Grandpa would come in on the steamer, they attached this old dory to a funny old Model A or Model something or other, and they wore these ridiculous paper hats. And they went over to the steamer and picked Grandpa up and he got back in the dory, and he came right on over to Sconset, starting all over again with the tall tales. But it was a pretty wonderful club. It was really, just everybody. It didn't matter. It was marvelous because Mr. Beinecke of Green Stamps was in it. And then you had Ernest Coffin and whole tons of native people, and it was just wonderful, and they all had such a good time. It was a wonderful thing. You know, the Srail Club really was not just a Sconset institution, because Harry Gordon came from town, and I'm sure a lot of the other members, well, Charlie Sales, he came from town, It was just founded in Sconset, but anybody was welcome. You didn't have to pass a test or pay a dues or anything like that. They drank a lot of beer. You maybe don't want to leave that in.